Welcome to this OpenText Filr video on how to configure the content editor after you've installed it. My name's Robin Redgrave. I'm a solutions consultant based out of the UK. So first you need to log in to the content editor appliance administration screen. So that's going to be on https:// then use the IP address that you set the appliance up on, 172.17.2.80 in my case, and then :9443, which is the virtual appliance administration console. So the first thing we're going to have there is just a warning about the certificate. This is expected. We're using a self-minted certificate on the appliance, so naturally your browser isn't familiar with it, so you get a warning. Just bypass that. And then log in. The username here is going to be VA admin, and then the password that you configured when you installed the appliance. So before we actually do the configuration for the content editor, there are a couple of things we need to do. First of all, there's the digital certificate that we need to bring in. So this would be a proper certificate that you've sourced from a certificate authority. I'll just come in here, and we want to import that on the web application certificates. And if I just go to File, Import, I've already got a key pair configured, so I'll just import the key pair. I'll just browse for that, and that's the one I want. And let's just put in the password and click OK. And I'll get a warning just telling me that I need to set the certificate as active and then restart the server for those changes to take effect. So to set it as active, I just highlight the certificate, take the option Set as Active, and say OK. So that will be working once I reboot the server. I'm just going to close that. The next thing we need to do is apply online updates. This is to just patch the appliance to the latest version. You can see up in the top right the current version number. So to set up the online update, I just need to take that option. And you've got an option to either patch from the customer center or a local SMT server if you have that in your environment. I'm going to use the customer center, so I'm just going to put in my email here. And then the activation key. In this instance, I'm just going to blur that so you don't see my key, and then just click register. And this may take a minute or so to complete, so I'll jump forward and do another update. Say OK. Okay, that took about 7 minutes or so. Let's just close that. You can see here that the version has been updated and a reboot is needed. Let's just do the reboot. Okay, let's just relog into the appliance, this time on the appliance hostname and the same port 9443. So that should pick up the certificate you can see there that we set earlier. I'm just going to log in here again as VA admin. And this time now we need to configure this. So I've got the configuration option here. I can put in here the allowed hosts that are allowed to connect to this. So I've my Filr systems called Filr share.mydemo.biz. And if I submit, that's going to get checked. and you can see that that's validated that that is a Filr system. What we next need to do is just log into our Filr system. I'm just going to log in here as admin, and here we're just going to go to the administration console, and down in the bottom half of the screen here I've got an option for content editor. So I'm going to enable the content editor. So I'm going to put in the host name here, you don't need to put an HTTPS in the beginning of this. Then I'm just going to test that connection, and that succeeded. I do have some policies. I can set things like don't allow copy outside of the document, disabling print, and indeed disabling the watermark. By default it will put a watermark of the user's email address on the page. Let's just say OK to that, and then let's come out, let's log out as admin, and then I'll log in as a user, and let's just see if we can edit a file. So let me take this file here. I've got an option there to edit online, and there we go. I can start editing that file quite happily in my browser. Hopefully you found this video useful. Thank you for listening.